For the animatic, I saved out each image separately from Krita, and then I imported them all into DaVinci. Now, DaVinci is not what I usually use for my animatics, but in this case, I wanted to do something quick, and I needed a video editor just to combine the images together. Now, after I imported them, I started to edit, make certain sections longer. By the way, I imported them individually so I could manipulate them separately, extend what I need to extend, make short what I need to make short. And so I spent some time and edited to get the results that I wanted. Now, originally, when I looked at the challenge, it did say 15 seconds long. It should be 15 seconds long, but I don't know why. Along the way, while I was creating the animatic, I somehow forgot that, and then I made the animatic 11 seconds long. So, and it took a while to edit, and, I actually realized this afterwards. But, after I realized it, I, sort of worked around it, and I cut out the very first set of scenes from the sun shining to, the first scene is you see in the environment, the sun shines, that whole scene, I took that out, and then I started from the scene where we have the clouds being formed, and then we have the raindrops coming out. Now later I chose to do one raindrop coming out while the rain is forming to make my life easier, and you'll see that in the animation stage. But for the animatic, I just basically edited it to get a feel of how I want things to move. So I spent some time here, and when I was done, just exported it as a video, and I used that to sort of guide my animation. Now, when you're creating animatics, you do have software out there for animatics. I tend not to use this particular software for animatics. It's not, I think I mentioned earlier that this is not what I usually use, because I like to draw and, animate as I go along frame by frame. I like to have as much details in my animatic as possible, so that whenever I get to the animation stage, nothing, I don't have to think about anything. I just animate based on every single thing that I have in the animatic. And if I'm doing frame by frame, I would actually do a lot of work in the animatic stage. That will save me a whole ton of time in the animation stage. After I was done with this, I exported it as a video, and then I used that as a guide to finish my animation. And that's pretty much all you need to know. In the next video, we'll move on to the animation stage.